Class 12 DOL starter, direct online starter for three-phase induction motor. Starters are used for better or proper starting procedure, for safety and also for extra facility during starting of a motor. So, a three-phase induction motor. A motor has stationary and rotating part, stator and rotor. Rotor is inside the stator in a motor usually, but in a fan, ceiling fan, you have rotor outside, stator inside. Okay, here the stator is outside. Stator is housing the rotor. Three-phase induction motor. So it has three windings, three phases A, B, C. Each winding will have two ends. Any coil, any wire will have two ends. Coil A will have A1, A2. Coil B, B1, B2. Coil C, C1, C2. In a three-phase circuit, the windings can be connected either in star or delta. Here we have used star connection. So you can see here this is a star configuration. So similar points A2, B2, C2 are shorted together and A1, B1, C1 are kept free, which are connected to supply. In between we have used DOL starter for better starting purpose and an ammeter and voltmeter to record or observe the readings of current and voltage. Now, in the laboratory setup, these windings from the motors are brought on the panel and kept in the straight order. Actually, inside it will be 120 degrees displaced. You can write this figure or this figure. Anything is okay. Right. In a DOL starter, you have start and stop buttons. Okay. In a DOL starter, you have start and stop buttons. See here, externally if we see, it will be like this: on green button, off red button. Sometimes it will be side, sometimes one is above, one is below. Okay, detailed circuits are there here. Now, inside, Okay, these are shown which are not required now. Sorry. Here, when you press start button, green button, the left three terminals will get connected to the right three terminals. Means supply terminals will get connected to the motor terminals and motor will get supply. Means stator will get supply. When stator gets supply, stator current will flow in phases A, B, C, which will cause stator magnetic field, which is a rotating magnetic field. That magnetic field will induce EMF in rotor. Rotor has conductors. This magnetic field will create EMF in the rotor conductors, which will create rotor current because rotor is a closed circuit. Then rotor current and the stator magnetic field will interact with each other and rotor will get torque, which will rotate, move the rotor. This is the working principle. Detail of this you will study in theory. So now what happens is here in the experiment, when you press the red button, this button, sorry, green button, okay, the motor will start. It will rotate in a particular direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise. You assume the first direction, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise, as forward. Measure voltage and ammeter. Observe the readings and note down here V and I. And also measure speed using tachometer. Okay, tachometer will look like this. Tachometer is nothing but a speed measuring instrument, rotating speed. Okay, rotational speed. It will be like this. Different types are there: analog, digital, optical, many things are there. So this is like a tachometer. You will attach the tachometer to the motor shaft. Okay, induction motor image. See, motor is there here. Okay, one side you will have projection, the other side, okay, other side is not shown here. To the other side, okay, or even here also, okay, here there is a small hole or slot is given. Other side also it will be there, okay. To that side, you will fix this tachometer, this one. Actually, this will be part of, this will be projection type, depending upon. Here, this is wheel is given here. There will be different end effector. This is called as end effectors. Now see, here this rod is kept, shaft is kept free. You can insert this one or something different. In some tachometers you have different projection. Let us see. Yeah, see this image. You insert this to this one, motor here or the other side. When the motor shaft rotates, this will show reading display. If it is digital, you will get display in digital. If it is analog, you will get analog value, needle. In our lab, we have digital. So you will get reading. Note that value here in the third column, last column, first, second, third. Okay, note that when you switch on the green button, on button, there will be a sudden high deflection, a temporary deflection in the ammeter that you will see when you do the in the lab. Because motors draw heavy current while starting. In your house, when you switch on the refrigerator, at once when the it starts, okay, the compressor runs suddenly. At that time, you will see your some lights, tube lights will become a little bit dim. Now today, LED bulbs are not do not get influenced for such things. But if you have tube lights older or incandescent lamps, you can observe slight reduction in the voltage because motors draw heavy current while starting. You will observe that in the ammeter, right? Anyhow, note down the three readings for one direction, that is forward, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. Now that is explained here in point number, procedure point number 1, 2, 3, 4. To stop the motor, press red button. Off button means red button. Press red button. Press red button. You will get, you will, the motor will, the induction motor, the DOL starter will disconnect these three terminals from these three terminals. Hence, motor will not get supply now. Motor will start declaration, means speed will be reducing and gradually it will become zero. The rotor will become halted, stationary. To reverse the direction of rotation of the rotor, what we have to do is interchange any two terminals of either the supply or the motor. Okay, so interchange any two terminals of either the supply, you interchange these two or these two or these two, or in the motor interchange either A1 and B1 or A1 and C1 or B1 and C1. We can do by 6 ways: here, 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 or here, here, or here. 6 ways. It is easy for you to do at motor terminals because here you don't have instruments. You can do anywhere, but not both. Any two terminals of either the supply or the motor. If you do both, it will again become the same direction because minus of minus is positive. Any number of interchanges at one interchange, the direction will become reverse. Because what happens is when you reverse the directions of when you reverse the terminals, when you interchange the terminals, the rotating magnetic field's direction will get reversed. Stator magnetic field, which would be say rotating clockwise, if it is rotating clockwise, rotor also will rotate clockwise. If it, when you interchange here, the stator magnetic field will rotate anti-clockwise. Then what will happen is rotor also will rotate anti-clockwise. Okay, right. See, DOL starter has an extra facility overload release. You can set the value of current. There is a small knob. Okay, there is, if you open, see here, you can see here, there is, see, this is the setting. You can set the current. See how much ampere you can set here. So if there is overload on the motor, more current will flow. Then automatically the starter will trip. Thereby disconnection happens and motor is stopped. One advantage is that overload release is there. Another advantage is, say, suppose say power fails. If power fails, motor will stop. Power comes, motor will not start because you have to press on button, red button once again. The advantage is, suppose say when the power goes, okay, the motor stops. When the power is restored, means again comes, the voltage may be high. Suppose a high voltage comes and motor starts itself because supply switch is closed. Then motor may get damaged. So you can come and check whether the voltage is okay. If the voltage is okay, then you can press on button. That is the advantage. Another advantage of DOL starter or any starter. Okay, this is called as direct online starter because as soon as you switch on the red button, the supply terminals are directly impressed on the motor. Direct online means when you press this, the motor terminals will get online directly. Okay, that is the point. So you interchange any two terminals and then switch on once again. Once again measure all the values Vi and speed. Speed will be approximately 1000, 450, 470 RPM because the synchronous speed means maximum speed of the motor is 1500 RPM in our laboratory. So the induction motor will run very close to that speed, 1400 to 1500 speed RPM. RPM means revolutions per minute. Fine.